and sent them by road to a location in Nigeria known as Baby Factory in Anambra State. He, however, denied knowledge of the whereabouts of Ruth Abeka. Between April and July 2019, several surveillance operations were mounted in Onitsha, Awka, Port Harcourt, and Calabar in Nigeria. These were locations where suspect Samuel Oduatuk was emphatically mentioned at different times as places where the girls were sent, and directed investigation teams too, with the hope of tracing and rescuing the girls.
According to the acting IGP, the prime suspect, Samuel Udutek Wills, insisted that it was one of his accomplices, John Chika, and a certain Mama Sugoma, who took the girls to Nigeria. We are told that John Chika knew the location of the girls, an allegation he has denied.
Two officials from the Nigerian National Agency for the Protection of Trafficked Persons came to Ghana on 17 June 2019 to assist the police with the investigations. They interrogated both Samuel and Oji at the CID headquarters. These further interrogations did not yield any new actionable information. Effort to locate the girls in Nigeria also yielded no results by July 31st, 2019. The Nigerian leads, ladies and gentlemen, were assessed to have grown cold and unreliable as at that date.
The acting IGP says a search of a septic tank at the home of the prime suspect revealed human remains.
A detailed search of all previously unexamined areas, including a septic tank, resulted in the discovery of material suspected to be human hair. A subsequent draining of fluids from the tank revealed 3 human hairs at the bottom of the tank. In addition, bones suspected to be human remains were retrieved from the septic tank, together with 2 sets of earrings and fingernails with artificial teeth. Samuel Uduatuk was questioned about the discoveries, but he provided no coherent responses. On 5th August 2019, a joint team of crime scene investigators and forensic lab experts from the police headquarters, led by the Western Regional Commander, together with Samuel Uduatuk, visited the vicinity of the uncompleted residence where he had been rearrested. A water well was discovered around 7 p.m. With the benefit of lessons from the 2nd August discoveries, the Ghana National Fire Service was engaged to empty the well. This led to the discovery of a human skull, which was fresher than the 3 found in the septic tanks. Additionally, parts of a dress found earlier in the other house on 2nd August 2019 was also uncovered at this location. Again, Samuel Uduatuk provided no coherent answers to questioning at the scene. However, the dress found was identified by Mantibia's father as belonging to his 15-year-old daughter. The remains discovered were subjected to DNA tests, the results of which have now been communicated to the families.
There was controversy after the Director General of the Criminal Investigations Department, Mamitiwa Adodankwa, stated they knew the location of the girls. The acting IGP says confessions from the suspects and intelligence from Nigeria made investigators believe they knew the location of the girls.
The evaluation of this confession and other intelligence reports from Nigeria on the location and modus operandi of this baby factory culminated in an assessment by the investigation team at this stage that they had a fair idea of the location of the girls and that it would be possible to bring them home.
The acting IGP, on behalf of the Ghana Police Service, expressed condolences to the family.
A few minutes ago, officers of the Ghana Police Service informed 4 families in Takoradi in the Western region of Ghana that DNA tests conducted on some human remains discovered in the course of police investigations into the disappearance of 4 missing girls had turned positive as the remains of the girls. The Ghana Police Service has, with regret, therefore informed the families that the remains are those of Ruth Abeka, Priscilla Blessing Bintum, Ruth Love Kwezin, and Priscilla Kranche. The Ghana Police Service expresses its condolences to their families.
All right, so that's the acting IGP given the announcement yesterday. We're going to cross over to Kojiang Singh in Takoradi, who is with one of the families for the very latest on this situation in Takoradi. Roland, this is one of our biggest talking points from yesterday after this press briefing.
And we know that it's tragic. Kojo has also given us all the indications about who he's likely to speak to, and it's an anticlimax, really. A tragic event. We always knew that it will come to a certain head. We had been getting some of the tips, and the initial signs were just not good, and the news is just heartbreaking.
Yeah. Well, we will have a former CID joining us in studio, but the conversation really is in Takoradi. To gauge the mood, talk to the families. They've also indicated that they will have a press briefing. Obviously not excited about the news yesterday. We cross over to Kojiang Singh now, who is in the home of Ruth Love Kwesing.
Mama V, I've got to say, this morning is a very different morning in Takoradi. Together, because rather than a feeling of loss or tragedy, they are actually angry. They don't believe a word that the police have said. They feel that this is all cooked up to basically put them off the scent so that they will no longer be able to put pressure on the police. We're about to find out why they feel that way. Now, you've heard from her a few times before. I've had a couple of conversations with her. She is the older sister of the third of the 4 girls to disappear. On the 4th of December, Ruth Love Kwesing left this house to look for a job and never came back. Her sister Nanajua Kwesing has been speaking about her disappointment in the work of the police. But today, you are angry, Nanajua. Tell us why.
Oh, I'm angry because the way they are handling the issue is very bad. Even if you've done a report and you are come to announce it to the family, do you have to come at set time, 7:30 p.m. in the night? Are you trying to kill our parents for us or what? You call this service with integrity. You come here around 7:30 p.m. without even informing anyone, just to come and tell us that the bones they found and the DNA they matches our girls. So that means our girls are no more. Just like that, without any report or any, just like that. Then you just go. How come?
So they didn't give you any documentation?
No.
Of the results of the DNA test?
No, they did not.
Ask
yes, we asked. Even when our pastor started talking, then they all drove off and took their cars away.
Wait, you mean they left in the middle of a conversation?
Yeah, they left in the middle of a conversation. As at 7:30, 7:40. Why should it be so?
Who came here? Do you know the names of
the Reverend Father, then the PRO for Ghana Police in Western Region, Madame Olivia Adiku, and some police officials, and a psychologist from Ghana Police Hospital.
So what did the psychologist have to say?
He did not talk. It was the Reverend Father who was talking to us, telling us that the test we did compared to the bones and that of the parents, our remains, shows that it's our girls. That's what he said. So then our pastor started asking questions. Then it became like, I don't know, they were not ready to answer what we were saying, so they just have to leave.
Wow. So tell me, I mean, did they say which of the remains is yours? Is it the one that was in the well?
No.
Or is it one of the three that was in the septic tank? Or
no, they didn't say anything at all.
Now, DNA is a very accurate scientific test. In fact, it is the only certain way of determining, who those remains are. So if they are saying that they've done this accurate scientific test and that is the result, why is it hard for the family to believe this?
Nothing shows that they've done, because when they came, there were not holding any reports. So what shows that they even did any test? After all, we are not there. It's the same police who helped the guy to escape. It's not the same police who did this test. So how can you trust them? We don't trust them anymore. Even the IGP came here, we told them about the police officer who helped the guy to escape. Ask me where they are now. They are still at post working. And you expect us to believe that, oh, the remains are our girls, so that's all. Meanwhile, on the 20th of June, the CID boss called my mom, telling us that we should stop talking. If he tells us the amount that the people are demanding, we will be surprised. So they have found the girls, just that the people that they have found the girls in custody, they are demanding for money before they release them. So how come just 4 months, 3 months now? So where from these bones?
So the police told you that the kidnappers were demanding money.
Yeah.
They told your mother this.
Yeah. That we should not talk again to the media.
When was this?
20th June.
They said that kidnappers were demanding money. Which
Yeah.
of the kidnappers?
I'm sure it's Samuel Wills.
They said Samuel Wills in the cell here
She
was
said that
demanding money.
those that they have the girls, those that they have the girls, they are demanding for money. So we should stop talking and we should be calm because they are still on it. So where from these bones? Where from these bones? Where from these bones?
So if they bring you the actual documentation of the DNA tests, will you believe?
No, until we've seen the bones. Ever since they came to pick those bones, we've never set our eyes on it. Even they told us that they found clothes of the girls. Up till now, none of the family members have seen anything. The money they went and retrieved from the guys' room, they have never said anything about it. They have not said anything about it. Up till now, we don't know whether it was the hand they found, the head they found. We have never seen it. So how do you expect us to believe it? How do you expect us to believe it?
So last night we saw a clip of you on the phone and you were very angry, making some demands. Your family members were also making some demands. What exactly is it that your family wants?
We want to see the so-called bones they took from the safety tank. We want to see it. We want to see it, including the dress they took, so that we also will do our own investigation or our own DNA test. We want to see, because we don't believe the Ghana police. We don't believe them. If someone is in the cells, was able to have access to his phone to communicate, someone who is in the cells can able to escape, then what shows that it's a false report they have given to us? We don't believe them. We don't believe them. Even if it is true, I come to say this, must you come in the night? That's my problem. Must you come in the night? You know the state of the parents. Some is about 50 years. So when you came in the night and you said that accidentally someone fell down and just passed off at that time, what will you say? Is this professional way? Is this professional way? 7:30 to 8.
So now you want the remains that they say are the remains of your sister. You want
the
them.
Clothes, the clothes they found there. Yeah.
Now, somebody was also calling for resignation. Is that the position of the family? You want some people to resign?
Oh, for this one there, if it is in a normal, let me say in the European world, like some people will not be at position by now, because we were here and the minister told us that in the case of Canadian girls, they were still in the country. That's why they were able to find them. But with our girls, they have been transported to Nigeria. A minister said that too. The minister is still at post. A CID boss said we know where they are. He's still there. So after all, we are in Ghana. So me, whether they resign, I know they will never let them resign. Ghana for you, they will never let them resign. They value the foreigners more than our own. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all.
Now we are hearing that the president made a phone call to your family, to your mother. Is that true?
Yeah.
So what did the president say?
We did not talk to him. We did not talk, because ever since this issue came, you came to the Western region, you went and stand Axim. Then you said we and die. So how come by this time you are come to call the family? Did the report came at that night? Did the report came out? Even if you have something to say to the family, at least arrange them, organize the four family. Then call for maybe a police commander or someone should come and at least tell us something. You just don't call on the phone and expect the family to respond. Then what is he going to say? What is he going to say?
So the president called and you told him that you wouldn't talk to him?
Yeah, we were busy, so we couldn't talk to him.
So what do you want to see next? You want the bodies so that you can do your own DNA tests. One of your family members was calling for resignations of the CID boss, and who else?
The interior minister, all those who said they've located where the girls are. Yeah, because we just don't understand. You said this barely like 3 to 4 months, then just now you've come out with bones claiming that they are the remains of the girls. How is this possible? In every civilized country, they wouldn't be at post by now. They wouldn't be. How can you play with such a sensitive issue like that? You are playing with our life. How?
Now, if the police insist on their position that the test has been done and those bodies belong to the 4 missing girls, including Ruth, then that will mean that their investigation is over. That will mean that they are no longer looking for your sister. How do you feel about that?
Oh, for that one, you remember even in the Bible it happened when Joseph, the brothers of Joseph, took his clothes to show to the father that Joseph is dead. But see what happened. So they can do whatever they like. Our God is not asleep. Oh. Our God is not asleep. Every day I say this. 2 Corinthians talk about it. We will all be judged according to what we did. And no one will be favored. Not politician, not police officer, not minister or president. We will all be judged according to what we came to do. So they can do whatever they like. But we know that our God we serve is still there.
Nanajua, do you still think you will see Ruth again?
Of course, because since December, none of us has even had a feeling that she's no more. Because at least when someone died, there was some signs and something, you feel something. But we are not feeling anything. We are not feeling anything. So I believe they are alive. And one day, God will bring them home. One day, God will bring them home.
Well, this is how the Quaysons have reacted to the press conference of last night, when after 7 p.m. the IGP announced the DNA results. But to them, Ruth lives on, and those bones are not hers. There's more to come from Takoradi, but for now, Mama V, back to you.
All right, that's Kojoyang Singh in the home of Ruth Love Quayson. Kojoyang Singh will be bringing us a lot more of the conversations from Takoradi this morning. And this is coming on the back of the news that the girls who've gone missing for over a year now, at least one of them, they're all confirmed dead by the police. Stay with us. We've got a lot more of this conversation coming your way. All right, we've got a psychologist joining us. Seth Asafo is joining us via Skype this morning for a conversation. Good morning to you, Seth. We've been talking. We've had a lot of conversations since the girls went missing, the search for them. We actually didn't think that we would be here today with this news, even though some people actually thought of the worst. Have we prepared enough for this news, do you think? All right, we've just lost Seth Asafo there. He's a psychologist. He'll help us with a conversation on this. We'll also take you back to Takoradi to join Kojoyang Singh, who is live on the ground for us. Many angles to this story, Roland.
Yes, definitely. And the police had started some painstaking investigations, and the investigations were fraught with some difficulties because some concerns had been raised by the family, and ultimately we've had some social commentators, those who were in the psychology business, but more so also the public about how the communication had been not forthcoming from the police. And ultimately, following that initial discovery that was made, as we're told, by the police themselves, finding out based on their own intelligence that those remains were in that septic, we knew that something was coming. Now, the difficulty now would be how the family would be in a position to deal with this news. It's a news that had been coming, but whether it was going to end this way, nobody knew. But the concern had been how long the police took in trying to arrive at a certain conclusion in relation to the investigation in this very case. Because we all know the first case of the missing girl was first reported in August 2018. And subsequently, we've had the police go round robin to unearth or try to investigate what had happened. The tragedy of all this would be the communication from the police that had given the public, indeed the ordinary Ghanaian, the indication that they knew where the girls were. And now we had to cross border with information to come back to Ghana to say that we found the remains of the girl suspectedly. And now ultimately, after this painstaking investigation of DNA testing, we're told that it's linked to the missing girls. It's sad.
Yeah. Let me just take you a bit back into when the girls went missing, and I'm reading this from the Daily Graphic newspaper. So first person went missing July 29, 2018. It wasn't until August 5 when the fourth remains were retrieved. Miss Abaka, 19, was included in the list of the missing girls despite her grandparent reporting the incident to the police on July 30, 2018. This was the very last incident that we learned of, after we had talked about the three missing girls for a very long time. Then the fourth person came, and apparently she had been missing reportedly since July 2018, but it would look as if there was no record of that reports until sometime this year, really, when we heard about it. The second victim, Blessing Bentum, 21, was kidnapped at Kansarodo on August 17, 2018. So originally, this is the first girl with the dates that we know in terms of with the month. That's why we say the first girl went missing in August, because this, when we were reporting of the three girls, this was the first person who had gone missing the first time in August 2018. The third victim, Love Quason, 18, was kidnapped at the Butumejebu Junction, popularly known as BU Junction in Takoradi, on December 4 last year. Mantebia Cranche, 15, a first-year student of the secondary college who resided at West Fijai with her parents, went missing at a location near the Nkrofo Junction on December 21 last year. Fast forward, this is 2019 and this is September. Yesterday, September 16, the police will come out and to tell us that some remains that they found in the course of their investigations has been confirmed as remains of these four girls that we've been reporting missing, that the police have been searching for a while. Let's now join our psychologist, Seth Asafo. He joins us via Skype. Hopefully, we can have a stable connection to have a conversation. Seth, good morning. Thank you for your time. If you can hear me.
Hello.
Yes. Okay, so, I was asking if we've been prepared enough for this news. Hello, Seth Asafo, can you hear me? All right, we don't seem to have a connection with our psychologist, Seth Asafo. Hopefully, we'll be able to do that. Remember also that Kojang Singh is in Takrade. His first visited the family of Ruth Love Quason, spoke to Ruth Love's sister in their home. He will join us with other conversations from Takrade. Stay with us for more.